Hi, welcome to Hekate's Crossing. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the rest of the schedule for the rest of the week and see what's going on. So, tonight I'm using the, I forgot my glasses. I'll get to get my glasses in a minute. I'm using the Starman Tarot. And I've got to just light the candle and the incense, so still going. As I sort myself out before I start the readings and we're connecting to Spirit. How's it going, Hale? Oh, it might have been half an hour early. Hi, Diva Bomber. How are you? I'm just going to light the candle, tea lights, and get myself sorted. Take a moment. To be sorted. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Just sort of cruising, just sort of been chilling today. Just been watching a Xiaomao, the American guy that actually speaks really good Chinese, Mandarin, Cantonese, and Fuzhou. And he's been learning Korean, and he learned a little bit of Spanish. It was interesting watching the videos. Just been chilling, really. YouTube, just a bit different. So I'm just grabbing all the bits and pieces that I need. Might use Kyle Gray's Oracle deck. Just trying to work out what decks I'll use. Oh, glasses, that's what I needed. So I can actually see. Otherwise I can't read the cards. Hi, Midnight Paranormal. How are you? Breathing. Let's clear some of the energy. I haven't been doing, I've sort of been chilling today. Just clearing some of the energy. Preparation. Yeah. I like to sort of prepare myself, getting into the zone as we can. In tarot, here I have the Keepers of the Light, and there is the Gilded Rivera as well. Oh, what do we got? White Eagles pulled out. Ancestor Spirit. Connecting to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So this is about connecting to your ancestors, connecting to your line in your family, whether it's your connection from your mother's side or your father's side, connecting down the line to where the family wounds or patterns, things that have you're carried on, the energy that's been carrying on can now be healed. So that's with White Eagle. Next we have Lord Shiva with Transcendence. Rise up and honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So this is about honoring your energy, the vibration that lies within you. Here we have Seronius again with Life Force. Express your driving passion. sensual and sexual powers are increased. So maybe you're connecting with someone in a real spiritual way, and it is increasing your sexual energy or the passion that lies between the two of you. So that's really good. Oh, thank you for sharing the stream. Oh, and here we have Mercury about communication. Maybe you've got something that's weighing heavily on your chest and you need to sort of relieve that, speak about it, but make sure you speak about it with love. That can be heard as well to others. So tonight's message comes from White Eagle, Lord Shiva, Soronius and Mercury, a very masculine energy coming through. So it's very much about taking action, being active in your movement forward. This is not about being receptive, but actually taking action is so important at this time. It's about taking action. So interesting. Oh, and here we have Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So this is about facing what scares you, what makes you afraid, and what's going to allow you to change within your own spirituality, which is starting to come into the forefront as well. And this is your chance to soar. So this is a chance for you to fly free, for you to actually move ahead. So this, I feel, is quite a decisive action, but is also quite gentle and caring as well. So Kali or Kali Ma allows you to destroy or let go of the energies that you no longer need to, that no longer serve you. So you're able to create what you want in life. So you feel you have that nurturing energy around you as well. So that's an interesting collection of cards that have come out for the collective energy. Okay, who else have we got coming through? We've got Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth, again about communication is so important, about speaking your truth, about standing strong in what you actually want, focusing on what your what's really important to you, what's the direction that you're actually moving to, what do you actually want to achieve, allowing you to let go of the fear of others judging you as well. So that once you let go of that fear, it's going to enable you to actually speak your truth. Here we have Isis with Magic Manifesting. She talks about your dreams and vision and goals are becoming a reality and staying focused. So when you're staying focused on what's important to you, what do you actually want to manifest? What do you actually want to bring into your life? You know, what is the reality of the goals that you actually want? And what dreams and visions do you actually see for yourself? Are you able to manifest them and bring them into fruition, which is important? So I feel like we have quite a masculine energy, and with the actions taken, and also with being receptive, being open to the energies as well is super important. That's really cool. I know Hale was here at about 8:30, I think, and I wasn't on then. So I'm not sure if Hale is still around. So there we have the Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light energy coming through. So that's one deck I'm working with tonight. And then the other deck I'm working with is the Starman Tarot, for those that haven't seen it. Let's just do a quick collective reading here. Whoops, there we go. What cards have pulled out? Let's here we have the first card. Here we have is the Ten of Wands. So it feels like something is weighing you down at this time. Something is making you feel very heavy, very weighed down by what's going on, and you need to find a way to release that burden that's weighing you down. Queen of Pentacles reminds us to take care of ourselves. It might be somebody coming into your life who is who's taking care of you at this time. It could be in regards to health, or it could be in regards to finances as well. So you've got this woman who could be quite business orientated, quite normally. She's quite a business orientated person, but she's also very a sense of nurturing. She nurtures as well. Here we have the Princess of Pentacles. So we've got this youthful energy coming in, and it could be about you're learning something new. This card here always reminds me about you're learning something new, you're developing within yourself, but maybe it sort of brings a sense of growth as well in some level. So here we have the Seven of Pentacles. So what do you actually want to bring into your life? What do you want to harvest? What do you bring into your journey that's going to enable you to bring forward? Here we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is what are you actually focusing on as well? So what do you actually want to bring into your life, and what are you actually focusing on? Are you focusing on the things that are a disappointment, or that upset you, or that cause you stress? Or are you focusing on the more positive aspects of your journey? Sometimes in life we are reminded that not to worry about the spilt milk. Don't worry about the things that we've spilt, the milk that's been spilled, but worry about just cleaning it up and focusing on what you actually have left to allow yourself to move forward. So in the Starman Tarot, we've got 10 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. So it's a very earthy energy. So this reminds us to stay grounded. It is about making sure we've got the finances sorted. And it's also about making sure that we stay well and healthy as well. That's really super important. There seems to be no swords in the reading, so there seems to be a lack of thought maybe going on at this time. Maybe there's a lack of ideas, a lack of communication in other areas of our life, and it could be just because of the situation that we're in at this time. So there we have the Starman Tarot. Just to show you what we have. Here we have the Gilded Lenormand. So let's have a look. What cards have we got today? Just to bring in. We've got the Ring. The Ring can speak about contracts, in some level, a connection coming through. Here we've got a Man, so it could be a connection with someone who's male energy. Ooh, got two men coming in, so there might be a choice of two men coming into your life. And we have a woman as well, so there could be a lot of people around you at this time. So there could be a contract, and it could involve many different people at this time coming through. So let's see what else we have in regards to this contract, even though it could be with lots of different people, and it could be, of course, written. It's a written contract, so it might remind us that we need to reread the contract in some way because of the connections between different people that are happening. And we have this sense of things ending. So we might have a contract here that's going on. It's written, so it's reminded us to, it could be with a lot of people. And then we've got this written contract that reminds that could be about something ending. Could be a contract, and so that something finishes as well. And the last card is that it enables something else to blossom, something else to grow and develop. So there we are. That is the Lenormand cards as well that can be used in a reading. So tonight's cards are the Starman Tarot, the Keepers of Light, and the Lenormand. So you can choose what deck you would like to do if you would like a quick reading. If you want something a bit more in depth, there is also available other donation-based readings, or you could have a private reading depending on what you want to do. There is a link down below that will explain a little bit about, if you go to that page, it will explain a little bit about the readings and what I do and that sort of stuff. Hi Jen, how are you? I was just doing a quick flick through the decks that I'm working with tonight. So did you manage to have a look at the spreads from yesterday, or you being flat out crazy day and no time, of course? I've had quite a lazy day today with watching 911, a TV series, and also just been laughing, just been watching a bit with this American guy who actually speaks Chinese really well, and he goes around and Just finished a coffee. Oh, you just finished a client, so it's coffee time. Oh, awesome, Jen. So I was just watching about this guy who speaks Chinese. He learned Chinese. He speaks Mandarin, Cantonese, and Fujianese, a different dialect. No, had clients today. Oh no, yeah, I didn't expect you to. I wasn't sure, and you had a funny feeling it was a busy day with clients. I don't know why, but I just thought you had a busy day with clients. So I've been watching this guy who is American, and he'll go up to like in New York City and in places that speak Chinese, and he will go in and speak English to start with, and then he'll switch to Chinese, and the look on their faces is so funny. They're like, "Whoa, you speak Chinese?" And he says, "Yeah." So he goes with some friends who also speak Chinese, and they just the people just freak out. They're like so shocked, and it was just so funny. He was so clever, go in and speak the different Chinese dialects. Really clever guy. But he lived in Beijing for a year, so that was really cool. So I had fun. I've just been watching that all afternoon, all of his different videos with his friends and that. And he did a week of learning Spanish, and then he did 24 hours of learning Korean, and then used it in conversation. It was amazing. They were quite impressed with him for learning one language like that in such a short time. So yes, I have got the Keepers of Light for a message, the Starman Tarot, and a Lenormand tarot and the Lenormand deck. So yes, that is what I am looking at today. Well, you sound so busy. The girls went and did my supermarket shopping today. Tishi did mine and Zana did Mum's shopping. So our grocery shopping's been done for another week. So that's good. Pleased with that. So that's another job done today. But they said there wasn't, there was a few people in the supermarket and that this morning, but when they went for a walk this afternoon just to get some fresh air and that, or Mum went for a walk this afternoon and to walk the dog, and she said there wasn't much, it was very quiet. Oh, Mercury's come out again. Open communication. Whatever you say it with love and be heard. So yeah. I have sort of been stayed away. I haven't been doing much in the way of the lives to the last couple of days. I've sort of been giving my brain a bit of a rest, really just sort of been chilling, watching a lot of TV series, 911, because I watched the firefighting one yesterday, and today was just, or it was another firefighters, but it's a different city. Here we have Almora, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So this reminds us to stay protected, to stay safe at this time as well, as we awaken within our own presence. Hi, Seashell. How are you? Here we have Diwalkul Agdama unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So yeah, just cruising with the cards, really. Haven't been using my cards much today until tonight. I'm sort of finding myself, I've just been so tired. I've just sort of been relaxing, a little me time. I need a little me time today, so it was quite good. So be refreshed for now. So that I am refreshed. So don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already done so. Don't forget to check out my channel. You'll see the links and always write sort of some updates in the community tab. And you'll see the links to my blog, to Unseen Ellie if you want a private reading, or to Twitter and Instagram when I'm on there, and also to make playing cards to see the decks that I've actually created. Here I've got Three of Wands. So here we have a chance. We've been told to pause and a reflection or contemplation on what actually lies ahead. Whoa. So here we have the Emperor. So I feel like this is about standing strong, being a leader, you know, leading by example. I get this one is a bit like leading by example is so important. Here we have the Eight of Wands. So things could be happening quite quickly around us at this time as well. We have Two of Wands. So we have some choices to make. Which direction do we actually want to go in? What's available to us? So are we ready to make that choice to move ahead? Here we have Seven of Wands. Again, we feel like there's some battles actually going on within us. Like we might feel like we need to stand up for ourselves at this time. Oh, thanks, Midnight. Appreciate that. And Ten of Swords talks about things ending. And when things end, it's going to give us a chance to start again. Maybe bring something new into our life. So there is something that may be finishing. So after the battle, after the conflict, after standing up for ourselves, we may find things feel like they are complete, that things are ending, and it's going to make way for something new. And that could be because of the choice that was made as things moved around us quite quickly and allowing us to stand strong as we really became the leader in our journey. Knowing that we need to sometimes take a pause to contemplate on the direction we're actually moving in. So that's the Starman Tarot as well. So if anyone wants a card or a message, please just say yes, please, and tell me whether they want a tarot, oracle, or Lenormand reading, and whether you had a question or you just wanted a message from Spirit. Please let me know. Otherwise, I will just keep shuffling the cards and seeing what comes out. So here we have the Ace of Cups. So we're opening the lid to new possibilities. It could be a sense of new beginnings, a bit of freedom to be our true self. Talking about being true to self. Allowing us to move through the transformations as we bring things into fruition, give birth to something new. Here we have the Prince of Wands. So this is, I feel like this is a sense of hesitation. Maybe we're observant, you know, getting the information we actually need by observation is super important. Here we have the Three of Cups, which talks about celebration. So are we celebrating who we are as an individual? You don't use your Starman Tarot. Oh, I love my Starman Tarot. I certainly love the David Bowie. I love the colors, and I just find they just flow so easily. Here we have Temperance, which reminds us moderation. So again, it's transformation, but it's by moderation. So death is transformation through things ending. And for me, temperance is a sense of things, transformation through moderation. So we've got Ace of Cups, the Sacred Clown, which is the Fool, death. We've got the Empress, Prince of Wands, Three of Cups, and Temperance. Yeah, such a gorgeous deck. I'm actually thinking, Jen, of when things settle, if I can, get some clear contact paper for the back of the deck. Just might sort of keep it a bit stronger, because I'm worried that it's actually starting to sort of chip a little bit. I wonder if it's sort of chipping in color, if the black is sort of starting to wear on it. I don't know whether it's just the light or it just feels like it's, because it's quite a I don't know, like it's quite a good deck, like quality wise, but yet I feel like the black in a way is getting damaged, because I use it, I shuffle quite a lot, even though I shuffle this way. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can. Yeah. See, I always shuffle lengthwise, Jen. That's the only way I can shuffle this deck. Whoops. I'm not holding it up like I normally do. Oh, can you get a matte contact? Oh, try. I'll have a look. I haven't used contact for such a long time. So I'm going to do that once we settle, and that I am going to buy some contact. And I don't know whether to, once I contact it, I don't know whether to do the color, to color it. I'm going to get a stamp and color the cards, because I think that's very white. Like it's looking very white here, or yellow. Not it's not a really a I think it would be quite nice done in black, or I don't know, it could be done in pink maybe. I don't know whether to do pink edges, or I'm thinking that will be the only way. I'm not trimming. I don't want to trim, well, nothing to trim on this deck, but I'm not going to trim any of my decks. But definitely I feel like if I cover it and then go through and do the stamp, edge it, I think that would make it a really nice deck to edge it. What do you think? Pink would look awesome. Okay, maybe I'm going to have a think about it if I can get some pink stamp. I've never done it before, Jen, so it's all a bit nerve-wracking to do, because I brought this in New Zealand. This was like an $80 New Zealand deck, so it was quite expensive. If I'd brought it from Book Depository like I found out later, I would have only paid about 40 or 50 New Zealand dollars for it, but instead I paid 80. So it was quite an expensive deck for me. So yeah, pink. Okay, so yeah, I know. I'm going to have to be very one card at a time. Right. It should be okay though if I get a decent stamp. But definitely want to do the contact paper, because I think it will protect the card, because I'm worried, because it's such an expensive, well, to me it's an expensive deck. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, it turns out purple. That's all right. Depends on how purple it is. I suppose it depends on how purple. Is it quite a pinky purple, or is it really purple? Like, is it a lot darker than, is it more like Kyle, like this book, like this, yeah. Yes, expensive for mass market, yeah. Some of the decks, though, coming out, I noticed are quite, no, definitely purple, okay. I noticed a lot of the, like that Shadowlands tarot, like some of those tarots that are coming out are like 80 New Zealand dollars. Some of the decks are quite expensive coming out in some of those boxes. I don't know whether it's the boxing or, or the book that, it makes the decks like, they're like $80 decks. And I don't normally, I like to try and pay somewhere between 30 and 50 maybe. Like I looked at the Grail Templar Tarot. There's a sort of a newishy one coming out. It was like $50 odd at one stage. It's now up to like $70. It's like $60. I mean, it's now 70 or something. It's like $70 for a deck. It's just getting a little bit too high in my price range. You paid over $100. Was that with shipping though? Did the Alchemical Visions Tarot have shipping, or was that free shipping? Like, I don't mind if a deck comes to $100 with shipping, but when the deck is just $100, woo! That's why I think I buy from Book. I've had no problems with Book Depository. Book Depository. No, it was local tarot shop. Oh yeah. If I buy stuff from my local tarot shop, I'm looking at $70, $80 for a tarot deck easy. Yeah, some decks are $109, $110 for some of the sets and things, you know. Yeah, local tarot shop. Yeah. If I buy, like sometimes I'll go in and buy 3 or 4 tarot and oracle, you know, buy a tarot deck with a couple of oracle decks, and I could spend $110, $120 easy. No problem at all. You know, and then I'll sort of add the crystals onto it, you know. Yeah, I bought a few decks from like the Keeper's Lights there, and a few of the Mists of Avalon I got. Yeah, I do like supporting, but I don't go into town very much, Jen. If I go into town, I'll buy. But because our local shop doesn't really have the decks that I particularly want, I mean, if they have what I want, I'll buy from them. But a lot of times they just don't, because they just don't buy the quantity or don't buy the stuff. They had a whole heap of DB stuff still, Doreen Virtue stuff. I notice they're starting to get rid of it, and it's starting to come with just Bradley's name on some of the decks. It depends. It depends on what's there. I will buy local, like with the, you know, like with all my tumbles and things like that. And I do buy my pendulums and that and jewelry. And I will buy the odd oracle deck or tarot deck from there. If it's something that I particularly want and I happen to see it when I'm in there. You order decks, they order decks for you? Yeah, I don't bother about asking them to order, because they take, so if I order from them, it becomes just a little bit out of my, I just have to be a little bit careful with my budgeting, especially being tempted with the Kickstarters, now that all the Kickstarters are done. See, in New Zealand, our Prime Minister has asked us not to do any more orders overseas at this moment. But luckily, I'd ordered all my stuff beforehand, like before lockdown. So now I'm just waiting, and if things don't come in, it doesn't really matter. If they don't come in until after April, it's no biggie. Because of, they just don't want things coming through. They want to, and see, we're not allowed to order online in New Zealand too. Nothing's being delivered as well. Unless the only time things are being delivered to us locally, the only way the companies like Noel Leemings, Harvey Norman, and the Warehouse are allowed to order fridges, microwaves, computers, like appliances and stuff. That's all they're allowed to. That's all they're allowed to order online. If you order anything else online, it won't be delivered until after the 4 week or after our lockdown's been sorted. So we can order it, we just won't get it until after lockdown. So we're not getting, because they're just not having the staff in their warehouses and stuff. They want to limit their staff, so they're only doing, so the government is only allowing appliances, like say if someone's fridge broke down, you can order another fridge. If your stove breaks down, you can order another stove. If your computer has broken down, you know, and you need it for work, you can order another computer. You know, say you had your hard drive and your hard drive got fried or something like that, and you wanted another computer, you can then order updates. Or you run out of ink for your business or something like that, you can order. If you need to print things out and you've run out of ink, but you have to have a special, but it has to be through businesses and that, for the computer stuff. You know, it has to be because of business. Oh, you had to pop out today to grab headphones and phone holder for work. Oh, all our appliances can only be ordered online too. Everything can only be, we can't go to the shop. Like Noel Leeming or Harvey Norman's or the warehouse are all closed. So if you want anything, it has to be ordered online only. Only online. You cannot order out. The only thing that you can get out to go and do is supermarket and pharmacy. And in the pharmacies, not even letting you in the door. They're serving you outside the door. You got to tell them what you want. They go and grab it and bring it back to you. They don't want people touching the stuff, you know, touching. Oh, you're still not locked out? See, well, we have to be, Jen, because they reckon if we get too many sick, even though there are some people still flouting, we've had 3 people have been arrested, Jen. 3 people have been arrested and being warned. There's been quite a few warnings being done and spoken to, but people are being arrested for our New Zealand Post in the warehouse. 3 people were stood down because they weren't doing the social distancing. They got caught not doing the social distancing, so they got stood down. Well, see, our Prime Minister has done everything in one go. Everything is just like, these are the rules, and you've got to follow them. So hopefully, fingers crossed. They reckon it's been more than 4 weeks, though. It's been more like 6 weeks or longer. My poor children, my girls have had enough of my mum. Oh my God. It's a nightmare. The girls feel like they can't get a space. They can't breathe. You know, like Tishy, she's used to being independent. She's lived on her own. And the only reason why she's here is just because of circumstances at the moment. Is why because her friend's here, and she couldn't stay with her boyfriend, with her girlfriend being there. So girlfriend, you know, with Zana being here. So the 2 of them came and stayed here, thinking they'd be out and about all the time, not realizing that we'd all be into lockdown. And so it's just been so hard because they're such social bunnies, you know, and plus the teenagers, they're nearly 18. So Zana's already is 18. Your area has been predicted to be a bad zone and saying it will escalate here. Yes. It must be so hard with you guys being, yeah, it's difficult. You guys must be finding it so hard being sort of like different regions, you know what I mean? You've got different states. Must be so hard being different states. It doesn't feel like very cohesive. It's a bit like the States, really. I think like America. I think America's the same where, you know, there's all the different states. And so it becomes very difficult for it to become cohesive, especially when you've got someone who doesn't really understand the medical importance of being isolated. So it's just like, oh my God, it would be so frustrating. I think being one cohesive country is so much easier to organise than if we were, say, we were North Island and South Island with our own separate states. It would be so hard to get that cohesive because leaders disagree all the time, and trying to get something that's cohesive can be quite difficult. Or it can be good if you've got a good PM. If you've got a good state. If you've got state that is like, yep, this is what we're going to do. But when you've got states that are not so good, it does make it really hard. 4,000 cases. Wow. Wow. The state you live in, Midnight. Wow. 4,000 cases. That's just ridiculous amount of people sick. There's just a ridiculous amount of people sick. And see, they had the naval ship arrive in New York City and in New York, and people were out watching it instead of being in social distancing. There was no social distancing at all. It's crazy. Just absolutely crazy, Midnight. Pennsylvania. Okay. Wow. 55 dead. We've had one dead. One lady who was 70 with underlying causes. But yeah, we're getting close to between 500 and 600 cases, but that's the whole of. We've got 4.5. See, we've had one dead, but 55 dead. Even 19 dead is crazy, Jen. Oh, your hubby just got home. Well, take care, Jen. That's all right. I hate to run. Jen's in Australia, and I'm in New Zealand. I'm in New Zealand, and Jen's in Australia. We're both way down south. Yeah. Well, take care, Jen. We'll talk to you later. Talk to you tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow is. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Hi, Patsy. How are you? We're just generally chatting, actually. Talking about all sorts of bits and pieces. Wow. Wow, 55. Whew. I'm just shuffling a Lenormand deck. Yeah, I'm good. Just been chilling and relaxing. I haven't been doing much of the live. I haven't been chatting to lots of people today like I would normally. I had a bit of a me day today, actually, to be honest. Watched TV series 911, the fire station, and the 911 operators, and that, and the fire department paramedics, and that. It was quite good. 911. TV series, and just been watching this guy on YouTube who different parts of like New York and all that, that's like in Flushing where they speak Chinese and that, and he speaks with them, and they freak out because he goes in and starts speaking in English and hi, how's it all going and all that sort of stuff, and oh, how much is this and all that, and they'll say something and then he'll switch to Mandarin or Fujianese and one of the other dialects, and so that was pretty cool. So it was, yeah, it's quite. And when he speaks Mandarin or Cantonese or they're like so surprised. It's so funny. It's the look on their faces are like, what the? Oh my God, you speak Chinese? Wow, you speak better than my children do, or you speak better than we do. Than better than our English. And he travels with he goes into the suburb. The suburb and that, and with some friends who also speak Chinese, like American friends or that also speak Chinese, and they're like thinking, oh, what's that? Sort of paused for a minute. Speaking Chinese is so funny. Speaking, one of the dialects. And they're like, whoa, you speak Chinese too? They look at them as like, what? Because at first they'll go in and start speaking Chinese, and then they'll answer them, and suddenly they'll click, oh my God, you speak Chinese too? And they're like, yeah. How long have you speaking Chinese? Oh, about 10 years. They've been speaking Chinese like 10 years or something. It was like amazing, and they spoke it so well. So cool. So that was really good to just sit and watch the different videos. And he did 24 hours of learning Korean. That was good. He did 24 hours of learning Korean and then went and had a Korean conversation, and they were like really impressed. These these 3 old ladies were like really impressed with the way he spoke Korean. They were like, wow. It was amazing. So yeah, so that's been quite good. Sit and do something a bit different. So I am chatting, but also tonight I have a Lenormand, Starman Tarot, and the Keepers of the Light. If you would like a message, a quick message, if you want something a bit more in depth, there is a link down below. Which you can see, and it'll take you to my blog, and you can choose whatever donation, whatever you want. It's totally up to you. Or if you want a private reading, the prices are on the blog as well. Go to my channel and see a link to Unseen Alley, which is for readings as well. Or there is a link to Twitter and Instagram, and there's also a link to Make Playing Cards to see the decks that I have, or the Tarot Oracle, Lenormand Lotteria, and playing cards that I have already created from my digital art, and some other types of decks as well that I've sort of put together. Some things that are a bit different for fun. So yeah, so we've got Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray, Starman Tarot, David Angelis, which was a graphic designer with David Bowie, and of course the Lenormand from Chero. So yeah, that's basically, if anybody wants a quick message, just say yes, please. Would love a message. Would love to know what's going on, a message from Spirit. Love to know what's going on, whatever. Hi, Elisa. How are you? So yeah, basically just been chatting, been chilling, been talking about what we've been up to, what's going on for us as individuals. Whoa. Joan of Arc again, voice of truth, stand strong, focus on your purpose, Release the fear of being persecuted, being judged, and speak your truth. It's an interesting card coming up. So yeah. So we have the Keepers of the Light, the Starman Tarot, and the Gilded Lenormand. What was your, did you want Keepers of the Light? Did you want Starman Tarot or the Lenormand? Patsy, what would you like? Would you like a certain deck, or you don't mind, or just let me know what deck you want as well, whether you want Tarot, Oracle, or Lenormand. Just let me know whether you want Tarot, Oracle, or Lenormand for your message, because I all deliver the message in a different way. So Patsy, let me know what deck you'd like. Midnight, let me know what deck you'd like. Tarot, okay. That's what I've got in my hands. Okay, Patsy, take a nice deep breath. Here we have some conflict, and whether that conflict comes from within. And we have the Prince of Cups, so we have some news coming in regards to the situation. So in regards to romance, there are some transformations and some changes, some things ending as well. So here we have some battles, some conflicts, and a sense of needing to stand up for yourself in regards to the love, in regards to the romance. There may be news that arrives. Could be a sense of some news arrives, and that news is going to bring an ending to something, which will bring a sense of transformation. It's like you're moving into a moment of darkness, which is going to allow the light to shine once you've moved through, surrendered to the transformation. Surrendering to the changes is super important. Okay, so you've got the sense of a lot of battles going on. There's some conflict, and there's definitely a need for actually standing up for yourself, which is super important. So definitely feel like there's some news coming. Not sure what that news is about, but it's definitely going to bring a sense of an ending to something, which is going to allow the transformation or the changes to take place. Okay, that's super important for you to know. So yes, there will be some battles, there will be some conflicts, there will be a need for you to stand up for who you are or what you're about. Okay, but it is going to bring us a news, some information that you need. Okay, which is going to bring a sense of endings, transformation, changes, allowing you a sense of being able to fly free. I think there's going to be giving you a sense of new growth as well. There'll be a development going on in your journey as well, Patsy. So for you, super important to understand that yes, there might be some battles, there might be some conflicts, there might be a chance for you to actually stand up for yourself. Super important. It is going to bring, and when you stand up for yourself, it is going to bring some news. It is going to bring some information that's really important for you. It's going to be quite emotional. I feel like it could be quite an emotional news as well, but it is going to bring a sense of transformation, sense of changes, allowing you to the sense of being able to fly free in a way. It's going to allow you to step into the light, even though you may feel like you're in a darkish moment, but that's going to give you the knowledge that you need as well, which is super important. So I hope that makes some sense for you. It is something that may yet to happen, You might be in the process of it now, or you might be moving into this energy, okay? But you're going to be okay with the transformation and the changes coming through. It's going to allow you to I get a sense of freedom from that situation as well. So Patsy, that's the message for you at this time, just to reflect on. Don't forget, if I've done a reading for you, you can come back and listen to the video at any time. You can come back and listen and get a sense of meditation or reflection from the message as well, which you might find important. Okay, Midnight. Which would you like? Would you like Tarot, Oracle, or Lenormand for your message? Okay, Midnight, would you like the Tarot, Oracle, or Lenormand cards for the message? Okay, so I'm just waiting to see what deck you would like me to use, whether it's a Starman Tarot, the Keepers of Light, or the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. It's totally up to you. Odin, Psychic Insight. That third eye is starting to open because now it's time to see the truth and follow your intuition. Right, so Midnight, I'm just waiting to see what deck you would like me to use. And then once we have decided on the deck, then we would be which deck we'll use, whether it's Tarot, Oracle, or Lenormand, and then I can do you a message. Quite good to know sort of what you're focusing on, what's important. Oh. Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, and trusting in your own inner voice. Okay, Midnight, just waiting to see. So I'm just shuffling the cards, which is why they end up flying out. So Midnight, you'd like Tarot as well. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Let us focus. Did you have anything in particular you were focusing on, or was it just a message that you wanted? Yep, Eliza, no worries. So I don't know if you were focusing on anything particular, but you've got Four of Wands here. So here we have a sense of a union, a coming together. Is it a marriage or a contract? Definitely some, coming together. Oh, Keepers of Light. That one, Lisa. So I don't know if you were thinking about a question in particular, Midnight, but I've definitely got a sense of coming together is very important. It's like there is a union or a sense of a contract coming together. It's like people are joining for some reason. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Patsy. Yep, I got Tarot. Yep. I just need to know your see, I've got the High Priestess here, so I've got about your the High Priestess to me can be definitely about ancient secrets being revealed. So it's definitely about secrets coming to light. Something that was hidden is coming to light. So as there is a joining of people coming together, there is a sense of the secrets coming to light. Yeah, I know there's a bit of buffering. I had a funny feeling that was happening. That's why I was sort of just being patient. Okay, and here we've got the Chariot, which talks about success, talks about victory, it talks about triumphs, it talks about the direction that you're actually moving in. It's a sense of making a very clear decision, contemplating on the direction you actually want to go and moving in that direction as well. So you've got that sense of people coming together as the knowledge is revealed. Okay, what was hidden is now revealed, and that's going to bring a sense of success for you, Midnight. Okay, that's just going to allow you, exactly what I thought. Yeah, that's okay. this is what I felt was coming through for you. A thing of as though people are coming together for some reason. Midnight, you've got a sense of the what was hidden is now revealed. Okay, and then once it is revealed, it's going to give you a sense of success. It's going to allow you to contemplate the direction you're actually moving in and know that it's a very clear decision, and you're going to be very focused, determined, and it's going to allow you to have the success that you actually want in your life. Okay, so this is about, I definitely feel like it's a contract, or people coming to like an agreement. It doesn't necessarily need to be like a legal document, so to speak, or a legal contract or anything like that. It could be a verbal agreement, but I feel like it's people that are coming together, and it's going to give you a reason to sort of, it's like a celebration in a way as they sort of come together, and you see that the secrets or what was hidden is now revealed, and it is going to bring a sense of success, victory, a sense of triumph about the direction you're actually moving in, because it's going to be a very focused energy in coming through. Okay, now because we've got sort of two major cards here, I feel like it's going to make quite a major impact in your life as well. It is going to be a bit of a major impact in your journey at this time, on your pathway. It's going to be very important, Midnight. So I feel like everything is sort of going to come together for you. It is definitely a joining with that agreement, that verbal agreement. Doesn't necessarily need to be written. It's going to have that sense of coming together. It's going to be very healing, for a lot of healing energy. It could be about opening your heart in some way as well, opening your heart to the new possibilities. It could be about also not making sure your heart chakra is balanced, so you're not giving too much of yourself away. The reason why I say that balance is because there's sort of two cards that have got that greeny color, and so I feel like it's going to be that sense of healing, and that's going to bring some balance into your life, but also reminds us not to give too much of ourselves away, to find a way to make sure that we are balanced in how much we're giving away of ourselves as well. So it is going to be really important that you trust in your gut instinct, trust in your intuition as you find yourself with another, coming into some sort of agreement, knowing that the knowledge comes to light. Okay, and that's going to bring you moving into the right direction, which is super important. It's going to allow you to have success, victory, triumphs. You're going to feel like, yay, you've achieved. You've got achievement going on here. And even though you're achieving what you actually want, there's more to it. There's more ahead for you as well. It's not a I feel like there's a very continued journey still to happen, which is super important. It's not like there's an ending in any way. It's like it's I feel like it's a continuation of energy moving forward. Super important. So that's your message, Midnight. Okay, Elisa, you wanted the Keepers of Light, which is very similar to the Ascended Masters type energy. So let's have a look, Lisa. Let's see what cards come out for you. Okay, you've got Freya, phases and cycles. This is a beginning within every ending. So as things end, something new starts to happen, Elisa. So now any illusions that we had are revealed, and then they are released and let go of. We've been asked to acknowledge the phases that we're moving through in our cycle at this time. Freya is reminding us. Saint Germain talks about karma releasing, so moving beyond all the drama and stuff that's going on at the moment and creating your own path, making room for good energy coming through as well. Super important. And the last card is the Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy, moving beyond all the current challenges and focusing on what you actually desire. So I feel like all the cards are talking about what do you actually need to release, what do you actually need to let go of, not focus on, so that you can focus on what's super important for you as well. Okay, this is about you focusing on what do you actually want to bring into your journey? What do you actually need to let go of so that you can make room for the positive aspects that you actually want at the moment, Elisa? Okay, so this is reminding us again, Freya, Saint Germain, and Holy Amethyst. Okay, that's your understanding your phases and cycles, looking at what are you releasing, and divine alchemy. So what are you actually bringing into your journey at this time? What are you focusing on? Because remember, what you focus on, you bring more of. So we want to focus on the more positive aspects of what we actually want in our journey at this time. Because I know things are difficult, things are being a bit crazy, and it's time to release all that energy. Okay, so that you can have this sense of sacredness, if you like, this sense of light coming through. As I said, you've got the moon energy here, so I feel like connecting with the moon is going to be very important for you, spending that time actually listening to the messages that you're receiving from within as well. Super important. You see this light that allows you to radiate, looking at different aspects of your journey and looking at what you actually need to let go. What do you need to release? What do you need to work through personally that's going to allow you to actually move ahead? So that's your keepers of the light as well. So there you are. There's the messages for you that have come through. So yes, you're welcome. Welcome, Midnight. You're welcome, Elisa. Cool. I'm pleased that was help. Hi, Queen of Owls. How are you? Holy Amethyst is a twin flame of someone too, right? Yeah, can be. Queen of Owls. Hi, Queen. I'm working tonight with the Keeper of Lights, a Lenormand deck. If you want Lenormand, or the Starman Tarot. All you have to do is, you've been listening, so you understand that all you need to do is let me know if you want a reading from one of these three decks. If you want something a little bit more in depth. Oh, you did move? Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Oracle? Okay. Oh, brilliant, Elisa. Master Buddha, increased awareness. Okay, so let's have a look. Queen of Oracle. Let's have a look. Queen of Oracle. Queen of Owls. The Oracle deck, sorry. Queen of Owls, Oracle deck. I was going to say. Right, let's have a look. Queen of Owls. One, two. Mahatmata Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. It's like you're finding yourself moving into a new sense of awareness, Queen of Owls. It's like you're moving into this whole learning, this whole sense of energy. And it's like you're awakening the teacher that lies within you. Okay? And it feels like you're becoming much more able to share the knowledge that you've gained. You're able to share that knowledge. You've got something important to share. You've got to follow that inner call, okay? You've got to do what you need to do to share the knowledge that you've gained. Super important, because you're feeling like you have just raised your energy. You've raised your vibration, and you're finding yourself quite sensitive to what's going on around you at this time. And it's allowing you to actually expand your inner soul. Okay. And you got Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is now unfolding. Okay. So I feel like everything's moving in the right direction. You're moving where you, that's what I wanted to know about. Okay. So you're definitely moving as your soul is expanding, as you're allowing yourself to move through the different dimensions. within yourself. It's like you're raising your vibration. You're seeing things from a new perspective. You're seeing things differently. You're leaving behind many people behind you that have seen you change and seen you develop as well. You're really awakening the inner teacher that lies within you. You've got so much knowledge to actually share, and it's only been gained through your own experiences. Okay, so this is going to allow you to actually know that everything's happening as it should do. It's like you're being pushed in the right direction, and you're noticing the signs. You're noticing the messages that are coming through your crown chakra, through to your third. You're seeing the truth of the situation. You're seeing how things can change and develop everything for you. Super, super important for you to acknowledge this and really see yourself understanding that you are more than just you. It's like you're this enormous soul that's radiating this energy, this vibration. I just feel like you've just got so much to give, and it's everything. And you're being pushed in that right direction, and you're noticing it, and it's just confirmation that you're on the right path. You're on the right path. You're doing all the right things. You're noticing the way things are falling into place. Everything is falling into place as it's supposed to. So keep going. Keep developing within yourself. That's a massive confirmation. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so pleased that was able to give you the message that you actually needed for you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Don't forget, you can check out my blog, loads of information with the decks I've created, the readings I do, the healing sessions I do. Don't forget, I'm here every night doing something. There'll be a couple of nights of readings, and there'll be other topics and things coming through. I've done spreads last night. Was a spread? Yeah, spreads last night, and the night before was books, tarot books. Oh, you're so welcome, Queen of Owls. You're so welcome. Don't forget, if you want a more expanded reading, or you want a private reading, either email, Skype, video, however you want to do it, totally up to you. There is that choice as well. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Pleased to give you the message that you needed. So yeah, the options are there anyway. Just want to let you know, put it out there that there are choices if you're wanting something a bit more private, one-on-one, whatever. Totally up to you. So I just like to put it out there as well. So, and I do a lot of sort of different healing sessions and things as well. If you want to release some of the debris or move through transcendental healing, sound healing. I do sound healing, which is sent through on a, go through Skype or through video, of course, sound or recorded. Sound healings can also be recorded as well. Now, when I do sound healings, it's done through my voice, and it's through chanting or through song, if you like. And I have no idea what I'm saying because it comes from spirit. Your daughter needs what does your daughter need, Queen of Owls? Oh, sound healing. I don't know who's here. Would you like me to do a very brief sound healing session now? I can show you what I do. I can do a quick session. I just feel like I'm being drawn to just share a little bit of sound healing. If you're interested, yeah. Okay, just give me a minute. I know you. Irata Tara Io Ooh, that was a very short, brief sound healing. Of course, to do a proper session, connecting with the client, with hands-on healing, it becomes a lot more connected. But that's just a really brief session, just to sort of give you a sample of what, I don't know what it sounds like, because I can feel my throat feeling a bit bleh. Should really take a juice. Wow, you could feel that. Oh, you're welcome. It's only a very small sample. It was just to give you an idea of what the sound healing would be like. It would be customized specially for your daughter. Yeah, it is. Yeah, when I'm with a client, particularly like in a Skype session, or when I'm focused totally on the client, the sound will be slightly different. You felt it in your core? Awesome. So yeah, play it again when you get a chance, and just sit with it. Oh, she's bipolar. Oh, okay, bipolar too. Okay. To do a full sound healing, let me know, because I want to do, if I'm going to do a proper session, it will take some time. Because what I do is I connect with my hands as well, energy wise. And so it's like it's a connection. I think I can hear my girls. Oh my gosh, it's 10:20 already? It's been on for like an hour and 20. Yeah, check my site, check my blog, go through to the services and healing services page, and it will give you all the prices or everything else I do as well. Because I do like crystal Reiki, transcendental healing, dimensional healing, chakra, lotus healing, angelic ray healing. So there's lots of other aspects as well that I can do as a distant healing. as well. So I use my hands a lot with the different vibrations. So they'll all work quite differently. So find what works for you, what you think resonates, and whatever you want to do. And just let me know, and then I can check when the payment goes through, whatever way you want to do it, whether you just want to pay a little bit at a time. You can do part payments. I can understand things are a little bit difficult at the time for some people. So I also do part payments as well, and just wait until the payments are sort of done and whatever needs to be done. It's all about you. So whatever suits you is what's important, because I know things are a little difficult for some people at this time. It's pretty hard not being able to do like my face-to-face healing and readings and things like that, because that was a big chunk of my business, but it's all good. So it's good to being able to do things online. Well, I'm pleased the sound healing, you felt that. That was awesome. I thought I heard my girls, but I wasn't sure. I thought they'd come for a peep, come to get their stuff. I don't know if they took their stuff with them. So that's about me. It's like nearly been an hour and a half. And I'm pleased the message from the cards came through for you. So what I'm going to do is a multi-reading here, multi-card reading. And that is just choosing a card from each. This is a bit of a collective reading. So I'm just going to go one tarot card. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually read the card. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, here we've got Queen of Swords. So here we've got the truth, and expect only the truth. Wise is coming. Got the L here, which talks about being wise. Also being careful about a sense of understanding the gossip, the noise, the voice coming through. It can be about communication as well. We've got a book here that's talking, and it's open book. So it feels like things are, the truth is being revealed, the truth is coming out. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome, Queen of Owls. So we've got the sense of the truth coming, the truth being revealed in here. So that's the first message. And here we have increased awareness, a deep connection, trusting your inner voice. Again, I get that thing about communication coming through and being able to be so aware of the truth of the situation, allowing yourself to actually communicate in the way that you actually need to. So here we have the star. So we know that things are positive. There's a light shining on the situation. It's about being protected. There is a sense of protection coming in. This is also the mother card. So it could be a sense of being mothered in some way. And here you've got the tree. And the tree is about the health. So maybe if there is a sense of the health needing to be protected as you bring things into a more positive light, into a sense of light shining into the situation. So yeah, again, I get that sense of being protected. So here we've got the truth of the situation coming in, being revealed, and it's all about the health being protected as well. You know, protecting your health, your sense of wellness within oneself is super important as well. So that's the collective message for those around us at this time coming through. And I am about to say good night. It's been an hour and a half, and because I've only got limited, I've only got like 20 hours on this on StreamYard each month. I'm going to be quite limited in the amount of time I actually spend online, but also too, I do need to make sure that I sleep and get myself sorted. So don't forget, if you do want a session, a healing session from me or a private reading, I do part payments, so you can pay them over a period of time, because I know things are difficult right at this moment. There is lots of price points to choose from too, so choose whatever's in your budget. Make sure that you are covered you've got your bills and all that covered first, and know that you, even if it's just a few dollars, and I'll just work around that. There are readings, healing sessions, whatever you want. I do paid readings on the lives as well. If you want to do, like, if you don't mind, group, or you can do it as a private reading, just let me know. Either way, it's just 2 different price points, of course, because the readings online, when I'm doing them in a live, are not deep and detailed like they would be if they are in a private reading. Much more detailed, much more information. It can be email, Skype, and Skype, and video, of course, YouTube video, of course, and a private video, of course, if you want to. Also, too, there is make playing cards. If you want to actually look at the decks that I've actually created, there is a link to that on my channel. So you can go into make playing cards and you can see tarot, oracle, Lenormand, Lotteria, and playing cards. Thank you, Midnight. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate the feedback. That's really appreciated, because it's about the client. It's about you as individuals. This is not about me. This is actually about you. So it's about finding what works for you. If you want a private session with me, it's I do lots of different types of healing sessions, different types of readings. We can focus on different areas of your life, just whatever you need for you. And it can be anything from like $10, $10 New Zealand, which is like $6.50 American for a basic normal 3-card reading. But you will get a bit more out of it than just the 3-card reading. Of course, even though I say $6.50 American, you do get quite a bit out of it, because I look at a lot more of the cards in a bit more depth. I also, just even though it might say 3 tarot cards, there's also a crystal. There could be a animal card or a crystal card or another oracle card added in there as well, and just needing whatever you need. If you want me to do something a bit more in depth, I do life path readings, which of course includes your birth date and the tarot cards that relate to your birthday. So that can be a bit more in depth as well, which is another thing. We can look at different areas of your life, and if you do like a medicine wheel, we can do a golden spiral spread, which looks at your inner to the inner. If you'd gone through my spreads last night's video, you'll see the different spreads that I do. And one of the spreads is called the golden spiral, or the spiral spread, and that looks at your inner self through to your outer self, and it's done with the Fibonacci numbers. So you can do, I showed you the 8-card spread online, but I can do like a 13-card spread, which looks a bit more in depth. You're looking at your inner self, what's going on, and what's happening around you as well in different areas of your life. So that's a really good spread. Another one that I like doing is a much more in depth, and it uses like 23 cards. And what it does is it's a seasonal spread. So it looks at like fall, F-A-L-L, fall, as an autumn. So what are you letting go? The winter is what's frozen at this time. Then you've got your spring. So what's starting to grow, what's starting to develop, what's seeding, what's ready to grow. And then you've got the summer cards as well, and that looks at what is sort of developed. What has developed? What have you actually achieved? You're achieving results. And then you look at the heart of the situation as well. And then you've got the spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional aspects of the journey as well, by looking at the elements. So that's another aspect that's quite a good reading to do if you're wanting something a little bit more in depth. Yes, it costs a little bit more, but that will take me nearly an hour to do, because you get that's why it's a little bit more. It's 95 American. I'm sorry, I'm not 95 New Zealand. Sorry, 95 New Zealand. So, and with the rate now, I'm not sure, but I know it's only about, it's so much cheaper than when it's New Zealand, American dollars in New Zealand. If you think $10 American is $6.50 New Zealand. So for a 23 card spread that takes me over an hour to do, even when speaking, let alone typing up. So that can go into quite a lot of depth. I do that card reading, a lot of those sort of medicine wheel type cards or seasonal spread cards I do with the Native American tarot, because it sort of connects to that. That's how I learned. That's when I started the reading, that like 20 years ago. That's why I love that spread. So that's a really good one if you're wanting something very in depth. Like I said, if you want something more in depth, it's going to take me a long time. It's going to take me like an hour to do. So just think about that timing. If I'm typing it up, it's going to take me a little bit longer, but I still charge that hour price. I'm not going to charge for much more than that. So there are the different price points. A life path reading can take up to about 90 minutes. If I look at all your birth date, so your birth date, and then you look at your cards that are in regards to your sun sign, your astrological cards as tarot cards as well. That's another lot as well. So that can basically be more, that could be like 12. How many cards did I work out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it can be like 20 cards, 20, 30 cards again, maybe even more, depending on what's needed for your months and things. So that can take 90-minute reading. I do one spread that uses 78 cards. It uses a whole tarot deck. That's an Atelier spread. It's called the Figure of Destiny. That one I use the whole deck, and that looks at the past, present, and future, and it looks at different aspects of your life in those areas. And so that's quite a in-depth reading. That one I only do by email because it takes 2 hours to do. That is a 2-hour reading before I even type it up. That's basically, by the time I lay out all the cards, write up basically what the cards are, and then go through and work out what they actually mean in their positions. That is like using 78 cards in a special spread called the Figure of Destiny. Atelier, so that's 78 cards, and so that takes 2 hours to do. So yeah, there is quite a lot to choose from. Anything from, like I said, $5, $6.50. Oh, I also do Ko-Fi. There's a Ko-Fi account as well. So for a cup of coffee, you can get a reading. That's what I'm saying. There is so much to choose from. It's totally up to you what you do. Whatever's in your budget, you can go from a cup of coffee, price for a cup of coffee, $3 American. That can go through for a reading up to 95 New Zealand dollars for a full. There is the $100 and 100. I mean, it's 120. I think $120 for the larger reading. But basically, let's just stick to the half an hour is 55 New Zealand or something. There's a 15-minute reading, 10-minute reading. You just choose whatever suits you. It's about you. I'll do whatever needs to be done. I'll answer your question. You always get a few extra cards out of it. I might say, I might do, say 6 tarot cards for the price, whatever it is, 15 New Zealand dollars or whatever. And then I'll add some oracle cards as well. So there will be quite a lot out of it, and I might throw in maybe part of it. I mean, you can get a Lenormand reading as well. They come at different prices, anything from a 9-card spread up to a Grand Tableau, which is a 36-card spread, of course, looking at different areas of your life, whatever you want to cover, totally up to you. So there's lots to choose from. yeah, so I've been blabbering just to sort of talk about what I did and what I offered, and just, I mean, in healing sessions, like I said, there's the chakra realignments, lotus, the blue lotus healing. There's dimensional healing. There's moving through the dimensions. There's transcendental healing, so you're moving up through again a sense of awareness. The sound healing, of course, you heard. Then there's the crystal healing, or Reiki, crystal Reiki healing. I do Reiki as well, but also crystal Reiki. So I might choose a crystal. Say I might use libidinite, something like that, and that will be charged with the as I'm a Reiki 3 master and teacher. So I will do all the Reiki symbols through the crystals, and I will work through each of your chakras, chanting the symbols, doing the symbols in the ear as well with the crystal, and energizing that through for you to receive the healing. So there's the crystal Reiki healing as well. So that's taking Reiki to a level with the crystals, just something different. There's angel or angelic healing as well, which connects to the angels and archangels. There are some different sort of energy healings I do, working with different guides and stuff, which I can also do what I use a feather with the incense and focusing on the client, whether they're physical or whether it is distant healing, and I use a feather to energize that as well. So lots and lots of things to choose. Like I said, there's lots of different healing modalities as well to choose from, whatever suits you. Also, if you want to learn tarot or look at Lenormand or different oracle decks, there's lots to choose from on my blog as well, in whatever area you want to learn or develop within oneself. There's other things as well. There's my ebook as well, How to Enhance What You Already Have. That's done through, there's a whole lot of like visualizations and working with your chakras, working with cards, angels and archangels, working with the different clears, what is clairsentient, what's claircognizant, all those things are explained in as well. How to do mediumship, working with spirit, working with crystals, working with pendulums, scrying. All those things are involved in the book as well. There's lots of exercises to try. There's some things already on my blog that you can have a look at. It's how to enhance what you already have, knowing that whatever's going on for you, whatever's inside of you can be enhanced, can be developed, can grow. Okay, so that's another thing. So you go through visualizations, working with oracle cards, working with tarot cards, working with numbers, and all those things are explained in my ebook that I wrote. What happened was I started typing on my laptop, and within 3 weeks, 21 days, I had written this book, and I had no idea what I'd written. I had to get it printed out and read. And then I read it, and then when I read it, it was like, wow, how did I know that information? But it was all spirit-led. It was led by my spirit guide. So she gave me all the information that I needed for this ebook to be developed. And then maybe some things that have now changed within my own practice, but it still develops, was still developing within that ebook that I had 3 weeks of writing that. So that was interesting to do. I think that's about all I can really share at this time. It is time for me to say good night, and thank you for being with me. I really appreciate you coming on and spending some quality time with me. I've really enjoyed sort of sharing my journey a little bit, sharing some readings, my sound heal, a little bit of sound healing. I don't normally, I mean, I've done it a couple of times online. I have done it a couple of times, but mainly for clients, one-on-one sort of sessions. Yeah, that's it for me. I think I'm going to say good night and thank you for being with me, and take care and blessed be. And may the rest of your day or evening or night, wherever you are in the world, you are safe and taken care of, and you are taking care of yourself, being as careful as safe as you can possibly be at this time. And I know things can be difficult, and there's a lot of unsure of what lies ahead for many of us. So take care, and thank you for being with Hekate's Crossing.